Hello students, I am going to explain standard 9 chemistry chapter 6 hydrogen but part 2, that is laboratory preparation of hydrogen. So zinc is preferred for laboratory preparation of hydrogen with the dilute HCl or dilute sulfuric acid to form zinc chloride and hydrogen. See in page 103 the figure 6.6. So there is zinc granules are add the dilute acid with a thistle funnel. Thistle funnel must be dipped in the acid. Then there is the apparatus in which hydrogen gas is collected. In collection you see hydrogen is collected by the downward displacement of water because it is insoluble in water, that is 20 ml of 1000 milliliter. It forms an explosive mixture with air and therefore cannot be collected by downward displacement of air, and also it is lighter than air. Then impurities. In preparation of hydrogen gas other than hydrogen there is 6 impurities: hydrogen sulfide, sulfur dioxide, carbon dioxide, oxides of nitrogen, phosphine, arsine, water vapor. So these impurities can be removed by part. Impurities like arsine and phosphine can be removed by silver nitrate solution. When added with the silver nitrate solution it can be removed. Then by lead nitrate solution hydrogen sulfide can be removed, and by caustic alkali or KOH solution oxides of sulfur, carbon dioxide, oxides of nitrogen can be removed. See the reaction, one important reaction: nitrogen dioxide with the potassium hydroxide to form potassium nitrite and potassium nitrate and water. Then another is water vapor. Water vapor is removed by a drying agent like calcium chloride fused state, phosphorus pentoxide, or new thing that is caustic potash. The gas is purified and dried and then collected over mercury because mercury has no reaction with it. So see the table in page number 104. Concentrated sulfuric acid is a good drying agent, but it is not used to dry hydrogen as it reacts with the hydrogen to form water and sulfur dioxide. So there is precautions. The apparatus should be airtight and there should be no leakage of gas. There should be no flame burning near the apparatus. The gas should be collected only after all the air in the apparatus has escaped. The end of the thistle funnel should be dipped under acid so as to prevent gas from. Then nitric acid even in dilute form is not used in preparation of hydrogen from metal because nitric acid is a powerful oxidizing agent. It oxidizes hydrogen to water, that's why it is not used. Magnesium and manganese only metals that react with very dilute nitric acid to form your corresponding hydrogen gas and metallic nitrate. So concentrated sulfuric acid is not used in preparation of hydrogen gas as it is a strong oxidizing and will produce sulfur dioxide. Then what is the test for hydrogen? Hydrogen is a combustible but it does not support combustion. It burns silently in air or oxygen with a pale blue flame forming water. But when it is pre-mixed with air or oxygen, it explodes with a pop sound. Okay, thank you. Then oxidation, manufacture of hydrogen by Bosch process. So carbon red hot coke added with steam water to form your carbon dioxide and hydrogen. No, it is carbon monoxide because red hot coke added with steam water near about 1000 degree Celsius, then it forms a water gas and heat, that is endothermic reaction. Then this carbon monoxide and hydrogen or water gas added with the steam water by the catalyst ferric oxide and promoter chromium oxide to form carbon dioxide and hydrogen with the heat, that is exothermic. Then how can we separate this carbon dioxide from hydrogen? Separation of carbon dioxide by cold water and pressure, that is 30 atm pressure, which dissolves more soluble carbon dioxide leaving behind hydrogen. This is one process. Or another process also in your book you can remove by adding potassium hydroxide with carbon dioxide to form potassium carbonate and water, then it is leaving hydrogen. So first way is better for removal of carbon dioxide. So this is the manufacture of hydrogen by Bosch process. Then oxidation and reduction. First is oxidation. Oxidation means, so there are 6 types of oxidation: lose of electron or electrons, addition of oxygen, removal of hydrogen, addition of electronegative ion, removal of electropositive ion. First you know, loss of electrons, metals generally lose electrons to form metallic ion. Then in addition of oxygen, carbon added with oxygen to form carbon dioxide, magnesium added with oxygen to form magnesium oxide. Removal of hydrogen, hydrogen sulfide plus chlorine, it forms hydrogen chloride and sulfur. Here hydrogen removed from sulfur. Then addition of electronegative ion, here chlorine is the electronegative ion. So here ferrous chloride, but the product is ferric chloride. So addition of electronegative ion. Another is the removal of electropositive ion. Here potassium is the electropositive ion. When added with the hydrogen peroxide, it forms potassium hydroxide and iodine. So potassium is removed from iodine. Then in these reactions, so which are the oxidizing agent? You see, what is the meaning of oxidizing agent? An oxidizing agent is one that oxidizes other substance either by accepting electrons or by providing oxygen or an electronegative ion or by removing hydrogen or an electropositive ion. So in this example, oxygen, chlorine, hydrochloric acid and hydrogen peroxide are oxidizing agent. Some examples of oxidizing agent in solid, liquid, gases given in your book 110 page. You see, in this liquid, that is hydrogen peroxide, which is common in both cases. Then reduction reaction, just opposite of oxidation reaction. In a reduction reaction, gain of electron or electrons by a cation or by a non-metal. If non-metal chlorine added with electron to form chloride ion, then copper ion added with the 2 electrons to form copper. Then addition of hydrogen. When chlorine added with the hydrogen sulfide, it forms hydrogen chloride and sulfur. Here your hydrogen is added with the chlorine. Then addition of electropositive ion. Here electropositive ion is mercury. So mercurous chloride added with the stannous chloride to form mercuric chloride and stannic chloride. Removal of oxygen. Copper oxide. So copper oxide, here oxygen is removed by hydrogen. So copper and water, that is removal of oxygen. Removal of electronegative ion. Electronegative, that means chlorine, here is ferric but here is ferrous. So chlorine is reduced, here is 3 chlorine, here is 2 chlorine. Then in a reduction reaction there is also some reducing agent. A reducing agent in one that reduces other substance either by providing electrons or by providing hydrogen or an electropositive ion or by removing oxygen or an electronegative ion. In this example, hydrogen sulfide, ammonia, stannous chloride, hydrogen and carbon are reducing agent in your book page number 110. Some examples of reducing agent in solid, liquid and gases. So if you compare any oxidizing agent and a reducing agent, in liquid case hydrogen peroxide is the common for both cases. Then see and remember it. Then what is redox reaction? Reduction reaction means in which if one substance is oxidized, the other substance must necessarily be reduced. This is because the electron lost during oxidation are simultaneously gained during reduction, or a reaction in which both oxidation and reduction takes place simultaneously is known as redox reaction. One example, copper sulfate plus zinc, it forms zinc sulfate plus copper. So copper here is 2 plus 2 0, that means copper 2 plus 2 electron to form copper, that is removal or gaining of electrons, that is reduction. Here zinc and here is zinc 2 plus 0 to 2 plus addition of here removal of electrons, it forms zinc ion, that is oxidation. This is the example. And see 111 page table 6.2, differentiate between oxidation and reduction, and also one example. Okay, thank you.